My name is Dev Rai, and I'm a junior at Oakton High School in Northern Virginia. Here's my essay, The Room That Stayed Lit. After the last bug, my school changes its shape. During the day, my high school is a movement, hallways fill and empty in waves. Doors open, close, open again. A teacher is finishing one sentence while someone in the halls is oddly laughing too loudly. The building belongs to the clock, but after school, once the rush has thinned out, it becomes something else. The fluorescent lights are still on. A classroom that held a quiz earlier now holds a club meeting. Somewhere down the hall, a teacher stays late to review an essay. In another room, students are practicing speeches, building projects, planning events, arguing over details that seemed invisible at 3 o'clock and suddenly feel urgent at 4. This is the version of public school that shaped me most. When people talk about public education, they often talk about it in large terms: opportunity, access, future. Those words matter, but I have come to the understanding through smaller things. A classroom that stayed open, a teacher who read one more draft, a sponsor who treated a student idea seriously enough to ask hard questions about it, a library printer that kept working after the final bell, an activities bus waiting outside while the sky got darker, making it possible for students to stay, try, fail, and come back the next day. I am rooted in the public education because it never asked me to be only one thing. In the same building, I learned how to make an argument and how to revise one. I learned how to speak in front of people and how to listen when someone had a better point. I learned that leadership is not just standing in front of a room. Sometimes it's sending the email no one else wants to send. Sometimes it's staying up late to help someone else. Sometimes it is noticing something that no one else has spoken up about. Yeah, public schools make all of that visible to me, not as theory, but as daily practice. Just as important, it has taught me that belonging is not always loud. It's easy to imagine belonging as an instant, as a moment you find people and everything clicks into place. My experience was way quieter than that. It came through repetition, seeing the same faces in the hallways, returning to the same rooms, being trusted with a little more responsibility than I was sure I could handle, realizing that the cafeteria, the classroom, the auditorium, and the library were not just places I passed through, but places that were slowly changing me. Public education also shaped the way I think about ambition. A private goal can stay private, it can end with one person's success. Public education taught me to think in wider terms. In a public school, your growth is constantly tied to other people's. You work in groups, you share space, you learn alongside students with different strengths, backgrounds, and plans for the future. You begin to understand that education is not just a ladder, it is a network. What one student gains can become useful to someone else. A skill can become a service. A project can become a resource. A voice can become an opening. This idea changed me. It is one reason I care so much now about writing, leadership, and work that reaches beyond a single audience. Public school did not just help me set goals, it changed the scale at which I think goals should matter. Roots are easy to miss because they do their work underground. You do not always see them while they are forming. You notice them later when something holds, when you can speak with more confidence than you used to, when an unfamiliar room feels less intimidating, when your future stops feeling abstract because you have already practiced building things with other people. That is why public education has been for me. Not a single class, not a single teacher, not a single achievement, a system of rooms, people, and chances that kept staying lit long enough for me to grow into them. That is why I am rooted in it. Thank you.